Okay, y'all. So this is going to kind of be my introduction to God of War, and when I say kind of, I mean God of War that was released for the PS4. I have never played it, nor do I know the story. I thought about playing it on my channel, however, I don't think I'm going to have enough time. Actually, I know I'm not going to have enough time before it releases, which is in 4 days. And what I mean by that is the sequel, God of War Ragnarok. And I've been meaning to play this game when it originally came out, but it's getting so hyped because it's already getting high praise that I don't want to go into it blind. I need to know the first story. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to experience like a lot of other people did. I'm assuming that Art is also going to be playing this game, Ragnarok, but I want to catch myself up on a recap that I believe IGN did a year ago. I'm hoping it's detailed. If there is anything missing on this 16-minute video, let me know in the comments, but this is really just for me to react to the story as well as assist me in catching up with the story before Ragnarok comes out, so I don't go into it blind, completely blind at least. So let's get into IGN's recap, or the story so far of God of War. Spoiler alert.
In 2018, the God of War reboot did what some considered unlikely: turn a murderous rageaholic warrior into a sympathetic father figure and revitalize a series that felt as if it had run its creative course. With the sequel, presumably called God of War Ragnarok, on the horizon.
So this was a year ago, so they didn't know.
Atreus, and where we last left the Nordic realm.
Okay.
Years after the events of the original trilogy,
he looks yoked.
Opens on Kratos, now in the Norse realm of Midgard. Kratos and his young son Atreus prepare a funeral pyre for Faye.
I know from the past God of Wars that it was in like a Greek mythology setting, but this is like a Nordic mythology setting, right?
Kratos' second wife and Atreus' mother. After a moment of silence.
Okay, his second wife. I know his first wife died. That's why he seeked vengeance to get the Greek gods. So he got a second wife and she died and he had a kid. What was his name?
Kratos takes Atreus out on his first hunt. It doesn't go well.
Okay. What is that? An ogre? Look at it.
Father and son return home, finding Faye's body has been fully cremated.
Her name is Faye. R.I.P. in peace, Faye.
Give Atreus a lesson about anger management before a stranger, who looks like the bassist from every folk metal band, comes a knockin'.
Seriously,
Kratos' reluctance to fight,
he kind of looks like Conor McGregor.
Tree-chopping, stone-throwing, mountain-crushing duel to end all duels.
Jesus, is he a god too?
He can't even feel any of the pain Kratos has been dishing out.
I can't feel any of it.
Look how much smaller he is to him, though. It doesn't matter if you're
at least
can't feel pain.
Kratos snaps his neck and seemingly kills him for good.
Holy crap!
Learn, this rune-tattooed guy is Baldur, one of Odin's sons and half-brother of Thor.
Whoa. Okay, so he's Odin's son. Baldur. Never heard of him, but he's Thor's brother. That's crazy.
Let's try again.
Kratos returns home and resolves to finish Faye's last wish, to scatter her ashes from the peak of the highest mountain. He and Atreus set out across Midgard and eventually meet the blue-skinned dwarf blacksmith, Brock, who reveals that he and his estranged brother Sindri crafted Kratos' axe Leviathan.
Now, blue-skinned people, from what I know of in Thor, like the movies from like the Marvel movies, those are Icemen, right? That's what Loki was?
Which originally belonged to Faye. Not long after, Atreus demonstrates his questionable archery skills again and shoots a
He's an archer. I could get down with that.
Friend of the Witch of the Woods.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this.
Kratos and Atreus head back to the witch's house, and while Atreus is busy, she reveals that she knows that Kratos is half god, and implores him to tell Atreus about his heritage before the Norse gods.
Oh, so he doesn't tell him about any of his past.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me.
Kratos is predictably reluctant. Kratos and Atreus head out to the Lake of Nine, a massive body of water housing centuries of ancient Norse history, where they are welcomed by the World Serpent, an appropriately monstrous snake who's also the last remaining Jotun giant. Turns out old World Serpent is actually pretty friendly, at least to folks with a penchant for killing Norse gods.
Holy crap.
Kratos and Atreus continue their journey towards the mountain, meet Brock's brother Sindri, and find the mountain pass has been blocked by a deadly black mist which can only be cleared by the light of Alfheim, home of the elves.
I can't believe he has a son.
Gain access to the Bifrost, the magical bridge.
I mean, I can,
all
but
of Midgard's various
it's crazy.
realms, housed in Tyr's temple, and gets them access to Alfheim. But she's suddenly yanked back to Midgard, leaving Kratos and Atreus to figure their way out. Father and son soon find that they've entered into a war between light elves and dark elves, with the dark elves closing in on victory. Once Kratos and Atreus make it to the supposed light of
dark elves from Thor #2.
Alfheim, Kratos
I'm just gonna relate all of this to Thor, I think.
To a dreamlike version of Midgard, all while Atreus' voice can be heard wishing Kratos was a better father.
I'm strong.
Oh, that's sad.
I'm not what he thinks I am.
He's not a good dad?
Kratos is about to see his wife's spirit, but is suddenly yanked out of the light by Atreus. Kratos is understandably a bit angry, but quickly realizes that the few moments he spent in the light translated to hours, maybe days, in the real world. Kratos sees the piles and piles of elves Atreus has had to defend against in his absence, and Atreus
Whoa, he killed all those people for days?
I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again!
The pair head back to the mountain and clear out the black mist with the light of Alfheim, only to run into a lightning dragon halfway up.
Whoa.
Kratos and Atreus manage to escape
House of the Dragon.
but
Dracarys.
then find the same dragon attempting to snack on Sindri. Kratos kills the dragon by spearing it on a
course he does.
and shoving a chunk of explosive
What doesn't he
tree
kill?
sap into its throat, blowing a hole through its jaw.
Okay. The graphics on this game look beautiful. Or would've.
As thanks for saving him, Sindri offers Atreus some arrows made of mistletoe.
Nice.
Kratos later uses
Christmas.
A piece to
It's almost
fix
Christmas
Atreus'
time.
chest strap. Kratos and Atreus make it to the top of the mountain, but overhear a conversation between a very much still alive Baldur and Thor's sons, Modi and Magni.
You have nothing.
Thor has 2 sons. Modi and Magdi, is that what they said? Okay, so that's their uncle right there. Brody or Bodhi? That's
To offer me. So take your
those 2 uncles? That's their uncle?
Take these 2 worthless wankers and piss off.
Kratos hears them interrogating Mimir, Odin's former advisor and the Norse god of knowledge and wisdom, who's been imprisoned inside a tree by Odin for 109 years. It's a long time. Story. Kratos and Atreus speak with Mimir once the coast is clear, but unfortunately learn that their princess is in another the tallest mountain in the realms isn't where they're standing. It's in Jotunheim, realm of the giants.
See that mountain? Looks like a giant's finger scraping the sky. That's the highest peak in all the realms.
And access has been blocked off by the giants to keep out Odin and his crew. Mimir's suggestion? Cut off his head, get the witch to reanimate him, and they'll take another passage at Mimir's direction. Mimir also takes a chance to whisper to Kratos that he really ought to tell his son how he's half god and all.
So you value your privacy more than your son?
Why doesn't he want to tell
When Mimir
him?
awakens, he lets it spill that the witch is in fact Freya, a Norse goddess, much to the concern of Kratos. Kratos, Atreus, and Mimir continue exploring for stuff they'll need to get to Jotunheim, but are ambushed by Thor's sons Modi and Magni. Kratos manages to kill Magni, and a furious Atreus injures Modi before coughing up blood. Atreus' mysterious sickness, mentioned just before their journey, begins to manifest. Atreus musters enough strength to start heading back to Freya with Kratos, but the pair get ambushed by Modi again. Taunted by Modi,
he has electric powers too.
A miniature Spartan rage. Just
nice! I know that.
On the floor.
Oops.
Kratos gains the upper hand, and Modi flees again. Great job, bud.
Oh my god! Just kill him. Oh, he has Spartan rage too.
Kratos takes Atreus to Freya again, who says she needs the heart of a troll guarding the Bridge of the Damned in Helheim. You know, hell.
A lot of freaking places you go in this game. What kind of more story do we need?
Thankfully, Kratos has the perfect backup. Kratos starts rowing back to his house as a storm begins raging. Along the way, what looks like the ghost of Athena appears in front of him. Kratos enters his house and opens up the mysterious floorboards to reveal the Blades of Chaos, the chain swords that once belonged to Ares.
So those were the previous weapons that he used in the other, like the early God of War games, right? He gets those back, huh?
And featured prominently throughout the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Athena appears behind Kratos and tells him that...
Was Athena his mom? I forget. Or... was Zeus his dad? I don't remember.
He'll never be able to leave his monstrous side behind, no matter where he goes. Kratos has the perfect retort.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
With a new weapon, Kratos fights through Helheim, killing the troll guarding the Bridge of the Damned and taking its heart. Before he can dip out, the mist of Helheim materializes into a vision of Zeus, Kratos' dear old, very dead dad.
That is his dad.
Your father was Zeus? Well, that explains a lot.
Mimir lets him know the vision isn't real, but pieces together Kratos' true origin as the Spartan god of war. Back at Freya's, the witch starts healing Atreus and tells Kratos that to truly heal, Atreus needs to know he's part god.
I can break the fever, but to heal...
He must know the truth of what he is.
Yes.
On their way out, Kratos tells Atreus the truth about his origin, at least partially, that he was born a god, but chose to live as a man in Midgard. That means Atreus, seemingly cured of his sickness for good, is a god as well, which just makes him wonder if he can fly or turn invisible. Kratos tries to
like every other kid. That's all they want.
Tyr's temple, but unfortunately, the whole god thing turns Atreus.
Honestly, though, if I was a kid and I found out I was a god, that would be the first thing I would ask is, if I'm a god, am I immortal? Do I have powers? Can I fly? Am I invincible? However, being a god, I would imagine it has a lot more responsibility that this young man still has to learn. That's probably what Ragnarok's about. We'll see.
Quite the cocky little jerk.
All you ever talk about, over and over. Do something about it or shut up already.
And he mercilessly kills a wounded Modi against Kratos' wishes. The crew manages to open the portal to Jotunheim, but are ambushed by Baldur.
Oh my god, this dude.
And the portal is accidentally destroyed. Kratos tries to stop a clearly outmatched Atreus from fighting Baldur, but Atreus shoots his father with an electric arrow.
Jesus.
That diversion gives Baldur the chance to kidnap Atreus and leap onto a giant dragon. Kratos gives chase, fist fighting Baldur on the dragon's back.
Ooh, I'm mad I missed that. That was probably a cool...
Tyr's temple and the Bifrost portal, which
I know the Bifrost again in Thor.
And Baldur into Helheim. Kratos and Atreus
fight
their way out of hell, and through a spirit vision, it's revealed that Baldur is Freya's son, and her attempt to save him from death cursed him with the inability to feel, taste, or enjoy.
So Baldur is Freya's son, who is Odin's... Because if Baldur is Thor's brother, then Freya and Odin had Baldur, but did Freya and Odin have Thor?
Just about anything. Families, am I right? Along the way, another spirit vision of Zeus, this time being murdered by a younger Kratos, appears.
Oh yeah, that looks like him in the old games.
The group finally leaves Hell and stumble upon a clue revealing Tyr has hidden another passage to Jotunheim, but they'll need Mimir's other eye, which just so happens to be inside the World Serpent's belly.
Oh my god,
of course. The crew briefly visits Brock and Sindri, who've now patched up their differences.
Brock and Sindri, they're brothers.
Lets out his softer side, clearly understanding how much of a brat he was being earlier.
No, quit your grinning. It's downright unsettling.
What is that?
It's just nice to see you together.
The crew rows into the serpent's gullet and finds Mimir's other eyeball, which returns his godly power of sight. Just as they're leaving, Baldur attacks the serpent and spits them out at the foot of a dead giant named Thamur.
This seems like a long game.
Asking what happened,
was it long?
She's looking for her son, but quickly catches on that they know something is up. Baldur emerges from the icy waters, and needless to say, it's a
Did he kill the snake?
family reunion. Freya attempts to apologize for robbing Baldur of his ability to feel, but he rebuffs her.
How I feel? How I feel?
Kratos warns Baldur that vengeance will never grant him peace.
He knows. He knows better than anybody.
This again.
Cue boss fight. Freya tries to intervene with magic, and as Kratos is wrapped up in vines, Atreus warns Baldur not to attack. Baldur unleashes a devastating punch on Atreus, nearly crippling the boy, but it turns out to be a trap for Baldur.
What is that?
Atreus' mistletoe arrow, the same one attached to his strap, the one thing that can erase Freya's spell, has pierced Baldur's fist, finally giving Baldur his physical senses back. A very pissed Freya reanimates the giant, pleading with Kratos to not kill
looks like
Baldur,
Kratos a little bit.
her son definitely still wants her dead. Cue one final boss fight.
Okay. Nice. Holy.
And with Baldur defeated, Freya attempts one last time to make amends, offering to let her son kill her if it will make him whole. Baldur begins to strangle the life out of Freya, but Kratos kills him for good this time.
Holy crap.
Freya, however, doesn't see Kratos' point of view, and vows the most violent of revenge against him.
Which is?
Saved your life!
He robbed me of everything!
Her words spur Kratos to tell Atreus the whole truth. How he made a deal with a god that cost him his soul. How he murdered countless people.
To save his wife?
And how he killed his father Zeus. But as Atreus wonders if all godly relationships end in patricide, Kratos tells him,
No. We will be the gods we choose to be.
Kratos and Atreus finally make their way to the tallest mountain in Jotunheim.
Oh my god, all that for the ashes, right? They went through all of that to spread ashes for his late mother / late wife. Was it worth it?
Kratos, having nothing more to hide, finally undoes the bandages hiding the chain-link scars during his servitude to Ares.
That's cool.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Along the path, Kratos and Atreus discover remnants of the Jotun giants, finding a prophecy showing Atreus' mother was a member of the giants, and foretelling.
So she was a giant. Okay. What is his name again? Kratos likes the bigger chicks.
All of the steps of their journey.
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent.
Okay.
But how?
It's also revealed that Baldur's actual target was Atreus' mother, not knowing she'd been turned to ash moments prior. Kratos' final discovery is an ominous mural depicting a dead or dying Kratos being held by Atreus, with some sort of snake coming out of the
Holy crap. So that's Kratos dying in Atreus' arms with a snake coming out of his mouth. What could that mean?
boy's mouth. Finally, at the top of the peak, Kratos and Atreus spread Faye's ashes, overlooking a horizon filled with dead giants.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. So they wanted to go up there to spread her ashes up there because she was a giant, huh?
Walk away, Atreus asks Kratos why the murals in the giant's temple referred to him as Loki. Kratos says it was the name his mother wanted for him, and she may have called him that to the other giants. Of course, we know Loki as the infamous and dastardly trickster god.
Is he Loki? Kratos was to canon creating Loki. Isn't Loki Thor's brother? Or am I wrong?
Iconic figure in Norse mythology. It doesn't line up perfectly with what we know about Loki, but myth is often reshaped in retellings, so it's unclear for now how much Atreus will actually become the trickster god we know.
Is he going to be Loki for real?
Path.
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Interesting.
But that's not all. In a post-credits dream sequence, Kratos and Atreus are resting at home when they're approached by a shadowy figure shrouded in lightning, storm clouds, and wielding a hammer, who we can reasonably assume
it's
is
Thor. That was a post-credit scene?
With the sequel on the horizon, it's safe to say that Kratos and Atreus will be squaring off against more Norse gods and diving deeper into the world of Midgard. Now you're caught up on God of War and ready for Ragnarok.
Hell yeah, I'm ready for Ragnarok. Okay, so, let me get out of this. So, the gist of it is, I'm going to try to recap myself just so I kind of have a better understanding. Kratos... and Kratos had Kratos went to Midgard, which is the place of where Norse mythology reigns, not Greek mythology. So we're done with Greek mythology, kind of, it seems like, and we're on to Norse mythology. Better known for Thor and Loki and Odin and all of them, right? So he wived somebody, had a kid, Atreus, aka Loki, and the wife / mother died. The whole journey was to bury her ashes or let go of her ashes where the giants lay dead, lay to rest. However, Bodin, which was Thor's brother, they had to get rid of. Freya, who is pissed off at Kratos because he killed Bodin, who is Bodin's mother, is seeking vengeance. Atreus is Loki, we found out. There's the sons of Thor are presumably dead by the hands of Kratos. There's two other brothers, a blue guy and a regular looking dude, that help them. The giant serpent, is it dead? Don't know. Let me know in the comments. And is there another report? Oh yeah, the premonition or the writing on the wall that Kratos dies in Atreus's arm while there's a snake coming out of Atreus's mouth. I think that's the gist of it. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in Ragnarok. I might watch that again, just like on my own, but that was my reaction to the God of War story. I'm glad I saw it, but I'm kind of sad that I missed out on the game. It looked like a really good game. I know it was a good game because I've heard it was a good game, but I'm really excited about Ragnarok because it's getting nothing but praises in every review circuit out there. So, like I said, the game comes out in 4 days. I have it pre-ordered. I am going to jump right on it, and I'm also going to intertwine my gameplay with The Last of Us Part 1. So just know that I'll be posting Ragnarok gameplay and The Last of Us gameplay almost at the same time. But I'm very excited to get introduced into the God of War mythos in this new, I presume, era. Not the old Greek era, but the Norse era. So I hope you guys watch along with me. And I can't wait to start playing with everybody. Peace.